Let's move to our next keynote profile, Mr. Karthikeyan Srinivasan, independent researcher in software engineering, system architecture, and cloud navigate solutions. USA. His expertise includes result driven senior software engineer and team leader with 18 plus year of hand on experience. Extensive experience across the entire software development lifecycle from analysis to development and support. His topic is artificial intelligence in everyday job, transforming work skills and productivity. Let us warmly welcome Mr. Karthikeyan.
Thank you all. It's a wonderful morning over here in the United States. I am from Arizona. I work for a BMO bank, and I have, as mentioned by the speaker, like I have about 18 years of experience in software engineering, primarily on architecture and development. And today, my topic is on artificial intelligence on everyday life, right? How it can enhance your life. So that is my thing. Presentation is all about. So let me start my presentation. Yeah, let me know if you guys are able to see my screen.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, let me proceed. So here, the first slide is just nothing but the topic that we are going to discuss, like usage of artificial intelligence in everyday life. So what does this really mean, right? So it means like artificial intelligence, as mentioned by other speakers, like it is something like that enables the computer to think or act in a human way, right? So like it helps to, instead of a human making the decision, we are programming the system to make a decision for us. So that helps in our everyday life. So how does it help, right? Let's look at the other slides, right? So looking back at the history, right? Does this AI whatever we see currently, right? This AI generation, does it come from now? Like no, like it started way back in Greece, right? So the Greeks already they did something similar to that, right? Whatever we have now, right? So they have something created earlier as well, like a blacksmith who created mechanical servants, right? So that is one typical example that goes back to how the Greece helped the AI. Fast forward to 1935, right? So Alan Turing, who was a computer pioneer, he was well versatile in this field. He published some books, and he also mentioned about AI. And in 1951, Christopher Strachey, he wrote the first successful AI program. And what are the goals of this artificial intelligence, right? So primarily it's a detection, reasoning, and problem solving. So detection meaning like it has to detect a pattern, right? How we think or what we do. So it has to learn that methodology. Once it learns its methodology, it will be helpful in problem solving. So suppose if you are doing an activity on a daily basis, right? You do the same thing, right? So uh, you do the cooking, you go to office, and you come back from office, you do the cooking again. So all this is a pattern, right? So if we feed this into a system the future trend would be like something like you get up and you go there and your food is ready, right? So you already program the machine like what food you want to eat, right? So once that is done, so it makes your life easier. So the moment you get up, you go do your morning things and then go back to your kitchen, your food would be ready. So that is the help of problem solving. So we have these machines already now in the market, like Rombi Combiflam. So these machines prepare food for you. So all you need is to put the settings into the machine. So what food you want and what are the ingredients, and you feed everything into the machine, and it preps the food. It's just on the food industry. Similar to that, we have in all the other industry as well, where these artificial intelligence is useful. So we can see that in the coming slides. So usage of AI in daily life, as I said, right, it is useful in virtual assistant and the social media. Like instead of you feeding the data to Instagram and Facebook, now AI agents can do it on your behalf, right? You set the time and what is that content you want to post, everything like they take care. Like it's useful for all the YouTubers and Instagrammers, like who wants to get a lot of followers for their pages. So they use these agentic AI and as well as program it well with the LLMs and train them so that like whenever they want like a particular content, like they can upload it. And apart from that, this AI is useful in navigation and travel. How? Because like whenever you use Google Maps or Waze, right, it predicts your travel pattern. Like it uses like how you travel to your workplace every day, and it analyzes, and the moment you open your app, it will give you the assistance, right? It will suggest you like what route to take and all those things. And apart from that, where are we using this AI? We are using in smart cars like Tesla, and Lucid, right? All these modern cars, they use these AI technology. And apart from that, we also have drones, like companies like DJI, they use like drones. And apart from that, we see that like banking and finance, right? So even the banks like started using AI in the customer support, right? Whenever you call any of the bank's customer support, the first thing you hear is like an automated voice that is nothing but AI. And last one is the natural language processing. Okay, and moving on, right? A virtual personal assistant. So Siri, Google Now, and Cortana, right? All these are like uh, our everyday life Google Assistant, right? So now, like anything what we use, like even to search for a restaurant or set an alarm, we use these AI assistants now. And healthcare, like as I mentioned, right, it's not only like a banking platform, like even in healthcare, right, like we have like automated machine that can now detect on a particular person, right? So all we need is to uh, load the machine with a particular patient profile. So the moment you step into the machine, like it can detect all your health diagnostics. So that's about healthcare. And banking, like as I said, like it is mostly like the customer care, and as well as like it can help a lot of things, right? Apart from the customer care. So suppose you are developing your software, right? So there are tools, right? Right now, like earlier days in the 90s and 2000, like there used to be 10 to 15 developers to develop a particular page for a bank, right? Software development. So what has happened now is, right, with the advancement of GitHub Copilot, we can replace the 10 developers with one or two developers, right, who can develop the complete website in a month. Meaning like just you feed the design and give the code, right? Like you feed the design of a page and give it to GitHub Copilot, it can generate automatically the code for your pages. And once that is done, right, you can develop seamlessly the softwares because your code is already generated. And even with the unit test, so you have like 100% code coverage on your product. So that is one example, like using GitHub Copilot for software development. That is an AI tool. And as I mentioned, like a driverless transportation, right? So Tesla uses like this AI model. Primarily, their backend code is on C++, and they use these agentic AI to solve most of the problems for driverless transportation on their FSD system. And as I mentioned, right, like now all the smart home devices currently that we have, like they use artificial intelligence, like to set around a particular time, like whenever you get into your home, like it use these motionless sensors and predict your schedule, as well as like you can use your voice command as well. That is one particular model that they have developed to your AI devices in smart home. And as I mentioned, like the advantages of AI, like it makes your work easier, right? And you can do a lot of things. You can uh, make your everyday life right into a pattern and load into the system like agentic AI, and it can solve a lot of problems for you. And what are the disadvantages of AI? We have seen like a lot of advantages. Like what is the real disadvantage, right? It cannot fully replace human, right? And it creates unemployment in certain sector, right? Right now in the US, right? If you see like all the banks, right? They have completely eliminated the customer care, and the banks, right? They run only with one or two employees, right? So they don't need managers. They don't need anyone to fill an application for you, right? Because since everything is automated, right, with AI, they don't need a lot of people. So it creates a lot of unemployment, and the cost involved is too much here, right? To develop a platform or develop a natural language processing system or anything, right? Anything to scale on AI, there is a lot of cost involved. And it can do more good, more bad than good. That's what everyone says, right? And the future is really unknown, right? Researcher seem to disagree a lot on the same issue. The rate at which the technology is going, right? No one knows where it's heading, right? And scientists are trying to make strong AI, which is more intelligent than human, right? Technology is a blessing for human. If we use it in the right way, right, it can be harmful, or else it would be useful for us. And thank you all for giving me this opportunity. And if you have any questions, this is the time